The mercury in North India is rising, rising, and rising. Temperatures are at 48, 49 degrees here in New Delhi, where I'm reporting from. Electricity demand obviously gone through the roof. Everybody wants an air conditioner, whether they're at work, whether they're sleeping, whether they're at home, whatever. Today we're putting the spotlight on a startup that actually delivers diesel to your doorstep. Is there unprecedented demand from corporates? Is there unprecedented demand from residents? I'm now being joined by Mayank Agarwal, the co-founder of Humsafar. Mayank, you're solving a really important problem, which is that why do you have to go to a petrol pump if you need fuel, especially if it's for industrial use, corporate use? First up, 48 degrees, 49 degrees, those power gensets, all of that must be requiring more diesel.
Good evening, Nayantara. It's true. This is Mayank from Fuel Humsafar. We're an energy startup delivering diesel at doorsteps in various cities. So, Nayantara, you're right. There has been an unexpected shortage in electricity supply. So, the demand for diesel to run generators and have the on-spot electricity has risen considerably in the past 1.5 months. So, we have gotten new customers. So, the demand that has increased for diesel because of the generator requirements, it's basically a little shortage of the planning on coal demand. So the energy plants are not using that much electricity that is required. So yes, our startup has kicked off a lot. In Delhi NCR, only our sales have gone up by 70% for the demands in housing societies for electricity and separate private houses. Industrial demand has also gone up, and this is the season of agriculture. So agriculture is also a sector where we are allowed to deliver, and that has also gone up. The basic challenge has been that in the past 2 months, the price of diesel has gone up, and still, given the global circumstances, the oil marketing companies are still facing a loss with even this high of a fuel price. So there are talks with oil marketing companies pleading to the oil ministry to further raise the price. So yes, it is going to be a very expensive summer if all things go as planned.
You're saying your sales in Delhi NCR alone higher by 70%. But I'm trying to understand, because today the Delhi Chief Minister in Kerala said the electricity doesn't go in Delhi. The Union Power Minister, Mr. R.K. Singh, says that we have surplus power. So are you basically saying that, okay, ministers and all might be saying that, but on ground there is a power shortage?
So I'll say about a few industrial areas in and around Delhi. So Bawal industrial area is there. There's Baddi industrial area and a few others. So power shortage, power cuts of close to 8 hours or 10 hours a day have been reported over there. Gurgaon also, there have been power cuts of 3.5 hours for housing societies as well as industrial units. So these 3.5 hours, it alone is, there is such a big requirement, because in the summers the electricity requirement is always higher than it is peak in these 2 or 3 months. So our own home electricity will go shoot up by 30-35%. So that ways there is a little power. There are a few power cuts in industrial areas as well as housing societies and overall city of Gurgaon. Delhi also has witnessed a very few power cuts, not compared to Gurgaon or a few, if you move further from Gurgaon, Manesar, Rewari, Panipat, Karnal, they also have had a lot of power cuts. And the demand for agriculture also comes in these 2 months, April, May, and June. So it is the season of harvesting. So that way the demand has shot up. Last year, April and May were like March and April were like COVID season. So our sales were not that high. So that way also the jump has been significant this year.
Your sales are up 70%. Now, nobody can prepare for a 70% spike in sales, right? So how did you do it? And are you having to say no also because you can't keep up with the demand?
We have cooperative customers. So obviously we take TAT of around 6 to 8 hours. So there have been times when we were delayed by even 16 hours, 12 hours. So customers were a little down-stricken, but yes, we were able to service most of them. We had to say no sometimes.
little. If I was one of your customers, I would be hopping mad if you were 12 hours
Right.
late when there
I
is no
agree.
electricity.
That is the extra heat that we had to, tackle.
Okay. How do you exactly how is this exactly done? You said that it's also for residential use, right? Now for residential use, I'm guessing it's not for cars, it's for gensets, right? So how is it done? Is it only for condos, or those with bungalows or who don't live in a condo can also get diesel delivered? You're also now seeing community gensets that have come out for bungalows.
Yeah, community gensets we do, and for condos also, we have a very unique offering of a Super 20, that is a 20-liter jerry can. So I understand that the delivery vehicle cannot, go to third floor or fourth floor and fill up the genset over there. For that, we have a different offering. So 20 liter, 40 liter, multiple of 20 liters you can order on the app, and it gets delivered to you. So if it is on a third floor or a fourth floor, that very it can be transported over there, decanted there safely, and can be brought back. So we cater to every type of demand that comes to us. So even if it is a private bungalow,
Let's come to pricing.
with a
That's going to be most important.
pricing, for now we
I want to
don't
talk
take
about
any
pricing
delivery.
now. For the last 35 days or so, we've seen IOC, HPCL, BPCL not increase the price of diesel and petrol, right?
Right.
I'm guessing that might have been a directive from the government, keeping the heat wave in mind, keeping inflation in mind. It is deregulated, but on ground, sometimes the companies don't have freedom.
Right.
What do you folks charge? Is it like how much above what you can get at a petrol pump?
Nothing. For now, we are not charging anything for the delivery. It is as equal to the price of the petrol pump. So we are at a stage of more of an informative that the service is available. So we are not charging anything. Sooner or later, it's going to be close to a rupee or a liter, and the minimum charges are going to be 200 liters per order. So right now, whatever the price is at the petrol
200
pump,
liters minimum.
yeah, 200 rupees per order or 1
200
rupee per
liters
order.
Okay.
So if you
Okay.
say order
So right now you're
500,
busy burning what? VC money?
no, churning our money right now. So ours is not that big of a drain to a company. So we have vendors who take on the delivery themselves. So when we tend to give them bulk orders. So if say you have a colony and there are few orders over there, that is taken up by them in their own margins.
Are you seeing a shortage for vendors? Are you seeing a shortage for delivery personnel? Because we are seeing that, in the gig economy.
No, not as such. We are on a hiring spree, so that way you can say there is a shortage. But managing the orders, like I said, little here and there, a little delays with the delays, all are managed.
There's also a push for renewable energy, right? Now corporates, industrials are moving towards cleaner, cheaper forms of energy.
So what we have done is we have made a matrix for consumption and supply. So even if the energy consumption now is on the non-renewable part, if it shifts to renewable sources, so we would have data for the customers who want that requirement, and all we need is vendors for all the suppliers for that type. So if we are also moving into the EV space, so we are already have doing a pilot for a vehicle that can go and charge your EV vehicle at your own place or mid of the highway or any of that requirements also. So we'll prime our application such that if your demand changes from diesel to say electricity or to CNG or to LNG, we'll add that product and we'll try to get it to you the last mile. That way we are doing it. So today the demand is for diesel. If it changes to electricity, we'll shift to electricity.
Are you basically saying that you will help? Are you basically saying the EV business will be like if a electric vehicle, doesn't run out of gas, but runs out of charge, that's where you will come in.
Yes, 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 most definitely.
Okay, so all the very best for the new vertical that you're getting ready for. Right now, your sales are going through the roof, higher by 70%, thanks to the heat wave, 48 degrees, 49 degrees. All I can tell you from Delhi is buttermilk is your best friend.